everyone. Welcome to the Neighbors Helping Neighbors podcast from the Robertson County Democratic Party. My name's Morgan. Today, instead of our co-host Kaylee, I've got a special guest for us today, Noah Wade, running for county commissioner.
Yes, hello.
Absolutely. Now, before we get started with this interview, I've got a few dates and a few announcements to read out. We are doing now weekly protests at the sheriff's office on Wednesdays at 8:30 a.m. at the Robertson County Sheriff's Office. So put that in your calendar. If you can show up, absolutely, we would greatly appreciate it. Saturday on March 28th, that is the No Kings protest. It is from 2 to 4 p.m. And also a special note, I wanted to thank everyone for coming out to the Women's Day protest as well. So just remember, March 28th, 2 to 4 p.m., No Kings protest. We should have it on our websites, and we should have further information online for you. Another quick update on the Tennessee immigration package that we talked about in previous episodes is that SB 1880 has passed, and it's unfortunately waiting on the House. So that's a update for you, unfortunately. On March 24th, the SB 1881 and SB 2108 at 10:30 a.m., the Senate, State, and Local Government Committee will be meeting about that. If you can show up, let your voices be known, let these local officials know that we do not like this immigration package. Absolutely. March 25th at 10:30 a.m., with the Public Service Subcommittee, they will be looking at HB 1640, another part of this new immigration package. And that's currently the announcements I have today. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the interview. Hey, Noah, how's it going today?
Good, how's it going for you?
Pretty good. Glad to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. So, for people who may not know, what is it that a county commissioner does?
So the county commission is like the legislative body of the county government. We vote on ordinances, mostly taxes, like local taxes, like sales tax, property tax, things like that also go through us. We also control EMS, Sheriff's Department, road services, things like that for the county. So we're think of us, the best way to put it is each district gets two. They elect two. So we're like the congressman for the county.
Absolutely. And so because of that, very important, determines how much people spend in terms of sales tax and such, and a lot of very local policy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I got a quote here from your campaign Facebook page, and it's that my campaign for county commission is focused on 3 priorities. What are those 3 priorities for you?
So the 3 priorities is I want better EMS coverage for Robertson County. I also want better road safety, especially I know that we only have about one winter storm a year, but that winter storm's typically pretty bad. And so I want to do better on road improvements for people that are in rural areas that can't get help when they need it. And then also schools. I want to work with making schools safer with the school board.
Absolutely. That the roads and that making schools safer, that's very important to me personally.
Yeah.
I do a lot of driving, and trust me, these county roads can get very bad. So you'd want a good commissioner who wants to worry about that. Absolutely. Now, the question that is on my mind personally is, what are your feelings on what's going on in Robertson County regarding immigration and ICE enforcement?
I have been at the protest on last Wednesday and Tuesday. I helped put together the Tuesday one. Quite frankly, it's disgusting with this county and the Sheriff's Department working with them. I have lived here my whole life. I know the people who are being taken in these courts who, if they're going to court, they're doing what the law says. They're following the rules. And so it's disgusting. And county commission is very little what we can do. But because the state law makes it hard on us, we can't vote in sanctuary policies. But I have basically made it known, and something that I won't shy away from is annoying ICE to death here. Basically, every chance I get, I will get the sheriff's department audited. I'll vote no on every budget increase unless it has to do with school safety. Pretty much anything and everything I can do, I will. But it is unfortunate that the Tennessee has made it very hard to actually vote in policies to stop ICE working with our sheriff's department.
Absolutely. That's one thing I think's personally crazy is that they are going into the courtrooms when people are trying to follow the proper process and they're just yanking them.
Yeah.
So, very important on that front as well. So how would you pay for your policies?
So the biggest thing I want to do is I do not want to increase property tax. Ours is already pretty high,
Mhm.
and so I want to increase impact fees, or what we call adequate facilities tax, which is basically per square feet of a building. The developer has to pay before they get the permit on it. Our commercial adequate facilities tax is 33 cents per square feet, which is the lowest in the region, while our residential adequate facilities tax is $1.50 per square feet, which is the highest in the region. So what I want to do is I want to keep the residential one at 150, and I want to raise the commercial by 66% to like 50 cents per square feet to help pay for things like infrastructure with roads, EMS coverage, and with school. Because in order for impact fees, it has to be something that's uh, kind of set in stone. You can't hire people from the fees that you take from it.
Oh, okay.
But we can build equipment, we can build buildings, we can buy EMS trucks, we can get new security systems, things like that, which is all things that you are capable of doing with them, and that's my plan. Especially with new development coming with commercial, that's coming pretty big here now in Robertson County. And then we would be looking into things, how to pay for infrastructure, like TIFs, which are, forget what the acronym actually is, but pretty much it is you work with the board
Okay.
to get so like let's say Walmart builds another building,
Mhm.
work gets done, you put a TIF around it, which is basically that region, like that little area that you're building, that all of the property tax that comes from it, whatever the regular amount used to be, goes back into whatever the city's using it for, school budget, whatever.
Okay.
And then the extra amount gets put back into that project for roads leading to the project and other things. So you don't have to raise property tax to pay for roads going to a Walmart or going to a Kroger or going to something like that. So those are all one things which is pretty widely used by county governments.
Excellent. Excellent. Cool. So it's a good way to pay for the programs that you
Yeah.
want to pay for without having to raise taxes on
Yeah.
everyone, essentially.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. So another question I have is a little bit more on the lighter side, but just what compelled you to get into local politics?
One is I worked out west as an EMT. At If anyone who's a Boy Scout, you guys know what Philmont Scout Ranch is. That's where I worked at, and I saw that the town was about 600 people during the summers when summer staff would come in. It went up to about 2,000, and the only EMS is the one that comes in on the summer, plus one other truck. And I saw that no EMS, very little infrastructure, what it does to a community, and it is, people die, and I want to do better for Robertson County. I want to make a difference. And then, I've also immigration was another thing on why I chose to. I have friends that have been taken by immigration, and with county government, there's very little they can do, but I want to do at least the most I can.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Yeah, I I have seen the results of what happens when the county does not have a good EMS coverage and when it doesn't have the money to pay for road infrastructure or anything like that. And it is terrible. People get stranded, people can die
Yeah.
without proper EMS coverage. So, absolutely. Since Since we're living in the South, man, I just wanted to ask, what's your favorite Southern food? Come on now.
I like potato salad. I know also I don't know many people that like coleslaw, but I
Oh,
like
there we
coleslaw,
go.
which is I know is a pretty controversial.
Yeah, true enough. True enough. I personally like some coleslaw, but I
Yeah.
guess that's a little bit of German in me, you know. So, how's your campaign been going so far?
It's going pretty well, I like to think. I've gotten some, different sides of the aisle working with me. I've gotten people that vote. I'm the Democratic nominee for my run, but I have had Republicans support me. I've been working with the city government about adding an EMS station to my district, which is the Greenbrier area. About if I'm elected, what I can do. What the plan would be. Um, and so I'm feeling pretty confident.
So you have gotten some Republicans who
Yeah.
have managed to voice some support.
Yeah, I've gotten a few Republicans to voice their support. Um, it's out here, especially, and I think especially with county government, it is. I mean, most of the Republicans that like I'm running against, the two Republicans I am, we can agree that we all want better EMS. We all want better roads. We all want, you know, schools to be better funded. I mean, I don't know many people who would be against that. We might disagree on how to fund it, but I think that it's it's perfectly able to get Republican support, and I have been getting it.
Excellent, excellent. So a much more down to the ground economic message.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, if you get this election secured, and afterwards, will this be your only stint, or will this be a beginning of another future?
I think I definitely want to do more.
Mhm.
I think that this will probably be my only run for county commissioner if I get it. I want to get it how I want and, get the EMS coverage, the schools, and work with the current people, the current whoever wins the mayoral race, work with them. And then I think that I will probably pass the torch to someone else who I feel like, could keep going the way that it should be. And then probably down the road, I probably will run for something else. I've always had a love for the country and for the people, and I want to do the most good I can.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, then. With that, is there anything else you'd like to say to the people of Robertson County and Greenbrier?
Um,
Just open mic.
Next Saturday, they've already talked about the No Kings protest. I'll be there. I'll be speaking. So hopefully you guys can come out, see that. Because I'm excited for it. But yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, No Kings protest coming right up. Remember that, March 28th. Noah's going to be there. He's going to be speaking. Absolutely. All right, man. Absolutely. Thank you
Hey,
very
thank
much
you.
for coming.
No problem. Thank you.
And for everybody else, thank you for tuning in. It's a little bit of a short one, but I promise you we're going to get plenty more content out to you. Absolutely. And thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful day.